Hi everybody, it's Elizabeth. I get to share my testimony with you guys today. I do wish it was face to face and that I got to see you all. Either way, I'm excited to share my story with you. A little bit about myself. I will be married 14 years this June, and we have 4 kids, 12, 11, 9, and 6. We moved to Sheridan a year ago, and we love it here. I'm from Colorado. I went to the same school district, kindergarten through graduating, and then went to college in Fort Collins, moved back to a small town, met my husband, and served in a church there for 12 years, and then felt called to move up here. So kind of took a leap of faith, and here we are. So I was thinking about my testimony and thinking about how they all come in such different ways. A lot of mine comes from my childhood. A lot of what I struggled with then is what I struggle with now, and a lot of my testimony is how God used my past to make me who I am today. I was raised in a home that wasn't stable. My parents fought often. My mom was kind of working through who she was, and in doing so, she was gone quite often. And my brother had some anger issues, and I was an easy target. And so I was in a home that wasn't consistent, wasn't stable, and wasn't safe. That played into me becoming pretty independent. I had to grow up pretty quickly, but it also had me seek out my friends and their families for that stability and to take care of me. And so between, seeing what I saw, growing up in the home I did, growing up pretty quickly, I kind of had a mind of my own. But at the same time, I knew there was more. I was hungry for more, and I didn't know what, though. When I was 13 years old, I was invited on a youth ski trip. At that point, I knew that there was a God. I was raised going to Catholic church, and there I was taught that there was a God, there was a Jesus, that God had made the world, but beyond that, I didn't know much more. And so on this ski trip, on this youth group ski trip, I was told that you can have a relationship with Christ, that He saved me from my sins. There was even a leader that had spoken saying, is there anybody here who knows that there's a God, but doesn't have a relationship with Him? And I had raised my hand. I knew right then, and it clicked, that Christ was my Savior and that He saved me from my sins. And I use the word rescued. I was rescued from a broken home. I was rescued from a broken lifestyle, and He rescued me from all of that. Now here I am, a mom, and I get to experience writing a new story for myself and for my family. I get to show my kids more stability. But in that, I struggle with control, and I struggle with perfection. I want to so badly not do what I saw being raised that I try to find perfection in how we do things, and that's unhealthy. And also my control. I grew up taking care of myself. The one thing I had control over was me, and now I struggle with the control over my family and how things go or how things don't go. And I continually fall at Jesus' feet for guidance, for comfort, for strength, for wisdom. No matter what, I'm not going to be perfect. And no matter what, I won't ultimately have control over things. He is our ultimate God and provider and protector. He ultimately wants to take care of me and do what's best for me. So in my journey all these years, being raised the way I did, and now being the mom that I am, I do think God uses my story. He uses how I was raised to kind of help guide me in raising my kids differently. But then He also humbles me. He humbles me in showing me that this mom gig is hard, and that I will always need Him, and that I can't control everything, and to trust Him with all of it, with my whole life. So I don't know if I would have pictured where I am today when I was that young girl independently, running around without shoes or socks on, riding my horses, and trying to live the best life in the childhood I was given. But I certainly hope I am honoring God through how I am raising my family. I am praising Him for rescuing me from the life that could have turned out differently. I'm praising Him for my salvation, and I'm praising Him for the opportunity to honor Him. So I know all you ladies have different stories too, and I don't know where you're at in your walk with the Lord, or maybe you are where I was when I was 13, where you know there's a God, but beyond that, you're just not sure. If that's the case, definitely talk to us. I've been there. I wasn't raised in the church, so I kind of came out of nowhere, so it can be done. I also want you ladies to know that, none of us are perfect mamas, and we are all in this together. I know you humbly are doing this mom gig too, but we are all here if you ever have any questions, or I'd love to visit more and share a little more details about my history, because there's definitely more to it. Thank you for those who listen. I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks.